Hola guys! So, I used to be a huge fan of the F Your Beauty Standards movement and Tess Monster and all that stuff. And I just had a little tiff with her on Instagram. And I've already sort of had an issue with her and the whole movement in general. I made a small little video about it, so I'm just going to touch on the subject again. F Your Beauty Standards, the idea of it is wonderful. You should never hate yourself regardless of your size, regardless of anything. But why is F Your Beauty Standards only for fat girls? You rarely see any men, and men deal with issues with their body as well. You never see skinny people. Like, skinny people don't ever have to deal with beauty issues, like standards. Everyone's held to the standard. Everyone's held to this like certain way you're supposed to look. And yes, I know when you're fat. Believe me, I know when you're fat, you are held to a different standard and like considered, lazy and all this fucking shit. But that's society, okay? You can't change society. There's always going to be assholes. There's always going to be people that are going to judge you. There's always going to be people that are going to talk shit, regardless of what you do. If you want to fit into that standard or not fit into the standard, they're always going to talk shit. I have bright pink hair and tattoos, and I'm fat. I will always get made fun of. Even if I get skinny, people are still going to talk shit to me. I could wear a fucking, have no tattoos, be plain Jane, and they're still going to talk shit because people just fucking talk shit. That's just people. Now, with this whole F Your Beauty standards where we're supposed to bring everybody up, why are we only doing like pretty much white alternative fat girls? That is the only people you've ever seen in it. You sometimes see a black girl and sometimes see like other people, but usually it's just white girls. It's rarely ever men. It's never skinny people, ever, ever, ever. And if it is skinny people lose their fucking mind in the movement. It's never anybody who's disabled. It's never anybody who has like a skin disorder or anything. Like, it should be about everybody who's not your traditional model type. Like, I don't understand why it's only fat girls. Well, I sort of understand. Now, this whole fat acceptance thing, like, I used to, like, 2 years ago, I was all about it. But it took my mom having a heart attack for me to realize that mentality is not good. It's not helping anyone. Now, I'm not saying at all that you should hate yourself if you're 700 pounds or 60 pounds. You should never hate yourself. Like, you need to be able to have self-confidence, but you cannot tell me that being 600 pounds is going to be health. Like, you can't tell me that being 90 pounds is going to be healthy. It's just, no, like, doctors exist for a reason. So when my mom had the heart attack, it definitely scared me, and it made me start exercising, and it made me start just watching what was actually putting in my body. Like, taking, for example, this is like my favorite thing in the world because it has 0 calories and it's yummy, but making me actually read these things and realizing like how much I'm putting in my body and like how unhealthy I felt. Because the minute I started exercising and actually putting like greens and vegetables and that stuff in my body, you really actually, like, it changes how you feel. Like, when I used to eat junk food, I would seriously, like, eat junk food and probably, like, smoke a little bit and pass out. That was, like, my life. And now, like, I get home from work, I still smoke. I have no problem with people who smoke pot, like, whatever. I smoke. I will eat something healthy and then go for, a 4-mile walk because I like it. It's fun. It's how me and my wife hang out. Like, it's my, like, it's fun. Like, I like to do it. I feel so much better, like, physically, mentally, everything. And yes, the weight loss is definitely, yay. Weight loss has definitely helped. I never thought I'd ever be able to get to anything smaller than what I was. Like, I was actually, this year, was at my highest weight ever. And I pretty much was just, like, set, like, I'm just going to keep getting bigger and bigger, and that's just what's up. Because it's too hard. And it's not that it's too hard. Because even though it's hard to get healthy, if you baby step the hell out of it, it's not that hard. You know what I mean? And of course I'm lucky. I have someone who's really supportive. You know what I mean? So and she's a chef. So I'm lucky to be able to find stuff that's, healthy to eat. But like, just fucking eating a goddamn salad, like, it literally, it changes how you feel in your body. You eat it and you want to go do stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like junk food weighs you down and makes you actually not want to move. But anyway, back to the Tess Monster thing. So I'm trailing a little bit. Yeah, F Your Beauty Standards. I want it to be this beautiful thing that it's not. Tess Monster put on her Instagram today, this whole thing, this Tumblrina bullshit, about like roses are red, blah, 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 all right is not true, something about just like, you have the picture still? Intermission, I'm going to show you the picture, because it's just way easier, but put up the saying that I did not agree with, so I'm a very opinionated person, if you haven't noticed. So I made a point to just say something. And I wasn't a total asshole at first. But this is what she put up. You can't really see it. Fuck. Can you see it? Roses are red. Alt-right facts aren't true. I want to destroy white supremacy with you. Okay. No one should be... No, like... Why is it only white? Are white people the only people ever that try to think that they're better than anybody? There are racists in every fucking group. There are racist black people. There are racist Spanish people. There are racist, every fucking group. There's racist people everywhere. And I know I'm going to piss off a lot of people and they're not going to believe me because white people have all the power apparently. So we're the only ones that can be racist. No, I'm literally in a situation right now where I'm dealing with racism constantly. My neighbors hate me because I'm white because and gay as well. But me and my wife are white and we live in a very predominantly Spanish neighborhood. And I love that because that's what I grew up in. I grew up in a very predominantly Puerto Rican, Mexican area. I feel at home here. But apparently, because my skin is, what it is, I'm not allowed here. And I'm dealing with that on a regular basis. So you can be racist regardless of your race. I don't have white guilt because I did nothing to become white. Now, only thing I can do in my life is change my behavior, is make sure my behavior is not something that is shameful. I am not racist. I am not mean to anyone. And I feel like I shouldn't have to feel guilty over the acts of people that just happen to have the same color as me. I don't judge every black person on the, one bad black person I've met kind of thing. You know what I mean? That's ridiculous. And saying like, of course, yeah, we want to get rid of white supremacists, black supremacists, anybody who thinks they're better than anybody else because of their skin color, I would like to get rid of. So I just meant something small, like I think, anybody can be racist and I'm not going to feel guilty because of my skin tone. And of course she came up with, I spelled racist wrong because it was like early in the morning and I wasn't paying attention. So of course she pulled that out first because that's what anybody pulls out when they actually don't have a comeback. They say that, of course. And yeah, I spelled racist wrong. Holy shit. I don't type the word very often. I'm very sorry, even though I'm not really sorry at all. And that I have to educate myself on social justice issues. Okay, 2 things on that. I actually do pay attention to what's going on in the world, but I'm definitely not, I can't get down with the social justice warrior bullshit, guys. I can't, okay? Like, we're creating a generation of people that can't function, okay? Like, life is fucking hard. Fucking strap your boots up, bitches, because life just keeps getting harder and harder. Like, if you need a safe space at 21 because someone said a word that might hurt you, what the fuck are you gonna do when you are 30 and people are screaming at you? Like, your boss isn't gonna be like, oh, okay, you're having a bad day. You can go sit in the back room and not have to do anything. I have worked for bosses that I was having a fucking panic attack and it was told to, you need to hurry up, you need to get in the sales floor. That's reality of life. And yes, that was mean on their part, and it would be great if they would be like, you can go home, but that's just not reality. So we are teaching these people that everything is a problem, and you need to, like fucking the Berkeley riots. That was the most pathetic thing ever. That was so pathetic. All right, you don't like Milo? Cool. A lot of people don't like fucking Milo. So why the fuck would you burn down your school and break a bunch of shit when you could literally just not show up to the fucking show? You want to show him that he's not important, that you don't care what he has to say? Don't show up. You throwing a fucking bitch fit just shows how entitled these fucking social justice warriors are. And I just can't get down with it. Like, you want to make change? Actually make change. Don't cry and whine and go, oh my God, I don't like who was chosen for president. And I don't like that I can't get this. And do something about it. Change. Try to fucking change something. But breaking shit and screaming and acting like a fucking child, that is not going to do anything. And again, I know I keep on fucking trailing, but this all evolves itself together. And as usual, guys, you watch my channel, this is how I talk. So, of course, I made a rebuttal to Tess, and she blocked me because, God forbid if we don't agree with her. But that's all good, because I'm not also going to walk around and think that being 500 pounds is a good way to live. And that's what, it feels like F Your Beauty Standards has become an excuse to not take care of yourself. And believe me, I'm fat, dude, and I'll probably be fat for the rest of my life. But I exercise every fucking day. I try to eat healthy, and I wish to God I did this 10 years ago. I wish I didn't sit there and just be settled and be like, oh, it's too hard, so I'm not going to do anything. It is hard, but it's not at the same time. You just make little choices, and all of a sudden it becomes your regular life plan because how you just act and what you do. Yeah, so I find it absurd. And again, like I said, I don't believe, Tumblr to me is cancer. It's not helpful to anyone. I do believe that there are race issues in this world. I do believe that Black people are profiled. It's happened to me. I've been there. I actually was in a car. It was me, a Spanish woman next to me, and I had 2 black guys in the back of my car because I'm friends with everybody. And we were driving. It was like 2 a.m. I was the one who was fucking driving, and I went over the line a little bit, so I got pulled over. So I got pulled over. 2 cops come out. They don't even talk to me. They just go straight in the back and go and start grilling these guys, like grilling them. Mind you, this is like 2002. They're grilling these guys. They're like, do you have any warrants? Do you owe any child support? Like all these just fucked up shit. I was blown away because at this point I was young and I didn't realize I realized like racial profiling was a thing, but I've never saw it firsthand until this time. And I was just like, I looked for the cop. I was like, I was the one driving, so I'm like, why are you not talking to me? Like, you didn't ask me if I had a fucking warrant. And chances are back then I probably fucking did. But no, apparently because, I'm white, I am not a criminal. Like, that makes no sense. And that is something that we need to, as a society, that should be changed. However, separating everybody by fucking color and trying to act like all white people are horrible, evil people is not going to change the world. If you keep telling me I'm a horrible fucking person for something I have no control over, it's going to be really hard for me to feel for you. Like, that's just common fucking sense. And it just breaks my heart that we went from a society that was getting really close to sort of getting along to really just being separated. Like, every white person is a Trump supporter and a horrible person and and you should all have white guilt and all this stuff. And no, I'm not a Trump supporter. I actually like everybody. I don't have problems with people, and I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm some horrible person when I'm not. There are horrible people in every fucking race. I don't like fucking Nazis. I don't like fucking, Black Panthers. I don't like anybody who wants to separate themselves because of their fucking race. Because you did nothing to become that race. And every time I say that, like, oh, well, it's my culture, it's my culture. And yeah, it is your culture, and that's cool. I have a culture as well. But my culture has nothing to do with me as well. I did nothing to become German, Czechoslovakian, Scottish, and Dutch. And that's my racial history there. I did nothing to become that. So, as I will not ashamed of being these things, it's not my identity. Being not straight is also not my identity, but that's a whole other fucking video. I'm Debbie. Hi, nice to meet you. You know what I mean? That's who I am. I don't want to put all these fucking labels on myself and have to, like, apologize for the acts of my being. Like, no, that's ridiculous. We need to fucking find a way to bring us all together and not keep separating each other by things like race and sexuality and all that fucking bullshit. And honestly, I'm ashamed that I ever even idolized Tess Monster. Like, I am ashamed of that. Because honestly, fuck her. She's shitty to me. And it wasn't just because of the fight. That was like sort of like the last straw. Like, we need to find a way to bring everybody together. Stop separating everybody by race, by anything. Let's fucking bring together. If you don't like Donald Trump, because believe me, I'm not a fan that he's the fucking president. We're not going to fucking get rid of him, and we're not going to do any kind of change by being violent, angry, and bitch babies, because that's what Berkeley was. It was a bunch of fucking bitch babies. It was, I don't like the speakers, I'm gonna throw a fucking fit. You're in college. Be happy you're in fucking college, motherfucker. Most people can't even afford that. Like, you're at fucking Berkeley, and you're acting like a 12-year-old. Okay? Who needs safe spaces and shit? Life is not a fucking safe space. It's never going to fucking happen. It boggles my fucking mind, and I just, as usual, had to fucking get it the hell out. Like, I will never understand why people think that's acceptable behavior. No, like, we need to bring everybody together. We need to bring everyone up. Everyone. Men, women, skinny, fat, whatever you are. Bring everybody up. Because beauty standards do exist, and they exist for everyone. So, I don't know. That's just my little 2 cents on it. Alright, guys. Thanks for listening to my rambles. Talk to you later. Bye!